you are in a position to do so safely, you can explain to us what we're happening. If you are not in a position to do so safely, then please get to safety.
Rockets have also again been launched from Gaza into Israel, with one person injured in the central city of Holon.
Attend the fundraiser for, and she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology.
Kelce.
Hi, Taylor.
Taylor, over the shoulder.
This afternoon, they said about 400 people were killed overnight, but they said.
But it says there appears to be less and less willingness to negotiate.
And I would have to say, I don't think we have had somebody quite like Taylor. She is a complete, powerful engine.
The more Palestinians that Israel kills, especially civilians.
Attending Gaza fundraiser. Singer Taylor Swift and actor Selena Gomez were photographed attending a stand-up comedy show on 8 December, with the proceeds of the event going towards humanitarian relief in Gaza. The event was hosted by comedian Ramy Youssef in Brooklyn, New York, with other shows also held in Philadelphia, Washington, and San Francisco, among other cities. Other celebrities were also photographed attending the event, including British model Cara Delevingne, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Zoe Kravitz. The photos of the celebrities attending the comedy show were shared by People magazine and later confirmed by Vogue, who detailed the celebrities' outfits. In an Instagram photo posted on 15 November, Youssef wrote that all of the proceeds for the remainder of the Ramy Youssef More Feeling stand-up tour will be donated to Anya, providing humanitarian relief to the people of Gaza. The American Near East Refugee Aid is a charity that provides humanitarian relief to refugees and vulnerable communities in Palestine and Lebanon. The organization was established after the 1967 war in an effort to assist Palestinian refugees by investing in schools and the training of teachers. The fundraising effort comes in the midst of a months-long Israeli offensive on Gaza, which has claimed the lives of at least 18,205 Palestinians.
The more Palestinians that Israel kills, especially civilians.
The UN says that ambulances and civil defense teams are no longer able to locate the injured.
All right. Yumna.
The greater the levels of anger and outrage elsewhere in the Middle East.
You are in a position to do so safely, you can explain to us what we're happening. If you are not in a position to do so safely, then please get to safety.
Israeli commanders have been deployed all over Gaza as the bombardment continues.
And destroyed entire neighborhoods in the besieged enclave. Palestinian Dutch model Gigi Hadid commented on Youssef, the Egyptian-American Emmy-nominated actor's Instagram post on the fundraiser, calling him a legend. Youssef has received widespread praise from fans who commended him for supporting what UN officials have called a humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. You are uncompromising and so real. So grateful for your power and voice representing Arab and Muslim Americans, one respondent, with the username Rawan A. Hamoud, wrote. Middle East Eye reached out to the representatives of Swift and Gomez, but did not receive a response by the time of publication. Neither Swift nor Gomez have since commented on the war on Gaza or about their attendance of the event.
The sound of continuing airstrikes in particular, they are the very loudest explosions.
Thousands of people also continue to flee the fight.
Sometimes here we even feel the pressure wave as they explode over in Gaza.
Very few people who are still having international SIM cards and they can do roaming.
Boycott of Gomez's brand. Gomez's attendance has raised questions online, following growing controversy after her fans accused her beauty brand, Rare Beauty, of staying silent amid the ongoing bombardment of Gaza. Former fans of the actor and singer called for a global boycott of her brand after she first failed to comment on the war taking place, and then on 30 October announced she had been taking a break from social media because my heart breaks to see all of the horror, hate, violence, and terror that's going on in the world.
Rockets have also again been launched from Gaza into Israel, with one person injured in the central city of Holon.
The internet lines are not functioning in everywhere, and getting information is really hard and difficult.
And there have been more than 18,000 deaths since Israel began its military action.
Describe what happened last night as the biggest ever airstrike that targeted this area.
Casualties continue to mount there. The Hamas-run health ministry saying that dozens of people have been killed across Gaza.
The main building of the hospital was destroyed.
Israel has announced that 7 more of its soldiers had been killed while fighting in Gaza.
She was also accused of centering herself after, in the same post, she wrote, "I wish I could change the world, but a post won't." On 5 November, the Rare Beauty brand posted a photo on Instagram with the words "humanitarian crisis in Gaza," with the caption stating that they would be making donations to the International Red Cross, Megan David Adom, and the Palestinian Red Crescent Society. Fans criticized Gomez for choosing an Israeli organization to donate to. According to its website, the Megan David Adom charity describes itself as being mandated by the Israeli government. The organization provides emergency and disaster relief and also works in cooperation with other emergency and security authorities like the Israeli police and the Israeli army. In one comment, a social media user writes, "So let me get this straight. You chose an Israeli foundation to support Gaza? You're using Gaza as PR? Boycott Rare Beauty." Another wrote, "Absolutely not. Megan David Adom is an Israeli organization that has links to the IDF.
The platform I have, but on social media, it's as much as it's a blessing and it's fun, it can really tear people down. And this has been a cause that's been dear to me from a very early age.
This is a missile attack on Palestine Tower.
I want people to be able to have the resources and the tools that I'm able to have, and I want to give back as much as I can. I always hope that the people I'm involved with or support me can just kind of spread love within that.
Which, in case we're not paying attention, is also the same army that are bombing Gaza into oblivion. So basically, you're donating to Palestine by paying the same people that are murdering them? We're not this easily misled, Rare Beauty. Boycott of Taylor Swift. Megyn Kelly wants people to stop buying Taylor Swift's music after she went to a comedy show to raise money for Gazan refugees. The show was at the Brooklyn Academy of Music and was part of Ramy Youssef's More Feelings tour. People aren't sure if Swift really supports Israel because she was seen with Selena Gomez. Kelly said that Swift owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology for going to the event and asked people not to go to any more of her events until she makes a comment.
Contributing to the demonization of Israel. That is the group Taylor Swift thought it might be fun to help raise money for.
Hey, Taylor!
Attend the fundraiser for, and she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology.
Taylor.
And I hope they boycott her events until she issues it.
Kelce.
Hi, Taylor.
Over the shoulder.
Because attending this thing was wrong. It was wrong. Do some Googling. See what they do in Gaza.
Youssef wrote on Instagram on November 15 that all of the money made from the rest of the Ramy Youssef More Feelings stand-up tour would be given to Anya, a group that helps people in Gaza in need. Kelly also wondered if money sent to Gaza was really meant to fund Hamas, saying that they were misusing the money that was supposed to help the people in Gaza who are suffering to make more weapons. Still, a lot of Swift fans have supported her appearance at the event by saying she was just going to a show with her friends. Kelly said that Taylor Swift should boycott her events because she went to a fundraiser for Gaza with Selena Gomez, while Israel and Hamas were at war.
We understand that the Indonesian hospital was struck with an airstrike yesterday. The hospital was out of service.
Start with the war in Gaza, where heavy fighting is continuing around the heavily populated southern city of Khan Yunis.
That doesn't guarantee that the war would spread, but it does increase levels of anger.
Israeli tanks have reached the city's main north to south road, and the Israeli military has ordered civilians to leave.
This afternoon, they said about 400 people were killed overnight, but they said
Hamas has said that unless its demands for a prisoner exchange are met, not a single hostage will be allowed to leave Gaza alone.
In Gaza itself, most people are now unreachable.
Kelly didn't like that Swift went to comic Ramy Youssef's show in Brooklyn on December 8. All the money raised went to American Near East Refugee Aid. She said that Anya is politically biased and doesn't take Palestinian responsibility for their problems, which makes Israel look bad. Kelly also said that she hopes Swift fans will not go to any of her events until she says sorry.
A group that NGO Monitor has described as highly political.
Hundreds other are missing under the collapsed building in the north.
Presenting a highly biased view of the Israel-Palestine war, ignoring any Palestinian responsibility for hardship.
Among Israel's friends as well as its enemies.
To gaze. See about women's rights in Gaza, Taylor.
But it says there appears to be less and less willingness to negotiate.
And volatility in a part of the world that is already very fragile.
The website for ANIRA says that it does not work with or collaborate with Hamas, which the U.S. Department of State calls a terrorist group. People don't like that Swift, who has 278 million followers on Instagram and was recently named Times Person of the Year, didn't say anything after Hamas's terrorist attack on Israeli citizens on October 7. A lot of Swift fans have taken to social media to talk about her appearance at the charity event.
Taylor Swift has gone by during her career, and today she earned another one, a biggie.
She absolutely deserves it. She's built an amazing career based solely on her talent.
And I would have to say, I don't think we have had somebody quite like Taylor. She is a complete, powerful engine.
On the road to superstardom, Swift says she's, quote, very careful to be grateful every second that I get to be doing this.
Legacy to last, right? Her relationship with her fans and the loyalty they have to her.
We picked a choice, someone who represents joy, someone who's bringing life.
Some have been funny about her bodyguard's decision to return to Israel to serve in the IDF. Lindsay Pinchuk, a social media star, also said that Swift's attendance at the fundraiser was bad for Jewish people because it encourages hate and racism. Kelly has already told Gigi Hadid that she is spreading false information about the Israeli government during the war. Many people didn't like Hadid's recent Instagram post in which she accused Israel of abduction, rape, humiliation, torture, and murder of Palestinians for years before Hamas's attack. She later made an apology. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.